Hi there and welcome back to a new chatty video. Today we're going to be talking about bucket list, our upcoming bucket list for the trip.
So this isn't new things necessarily, it's whatever we just...
a lot of new things there.
Yeah, it's things that we would quite like to do. Food.
I think I need to write this out in my, because I've just literally made a few notes actually for us to talk on the video.
Okay.
But actually I think I might turn it into a proper bucket list to take away with us. I've done that so many times, and not only just with Disney trips but other trips, really silly things like, and it's funny, I think you get caught up in the moment on a trip and you forget about what you'd planned. When we were in New York with the kids, we completely forgot to look at the skyline at night. Do you remember that? It wasn't until after we left.
Yeah, you're right.
I think you're so caught up in everything.
Yeah.
And we had great evenings, but we completely forgot to go somewhere high.
To look at the skyline.
Yeah.
At night time,
Completely
We did during the day.
And I meant to do it.
Yeah.
So, and like on other trips we've had it, even things like look out for fireflies, like when we were in Tennessee staying at the cabin. So since the New York trip in 2016, and I forgot some silly little things that I really wanted to do, I've made a bucket list each time, and actually I haven't written this one out, so I'm going to do it to take away. Yeah. So
this bucket list, it's not a hard and fast kind of everything and whatever. It's just what we've kind of thought. I mean, this is one of our chatty videos, so one of our kind of live, not live. So we'll see where it goes. But it could be food.
Well, it is
attractions.
Food. There's attractions that we've still never done in Walt Disney World.
Yeah. So it's just basically going to be a mix of things we really want to try and get done on this trip. So
right. Should we do... What do you want to do first? Should we talk about attractions we've never done?
Yeah, I can do that.
We haven't done for a very long time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
I've got a list there.
I know you've got a list there, but it doesn't tell me which of the attractions we haven't done.
Yeah, look,
those
that's
ones.
the list. Okay. Right, Hall of Presidents. We nearly did it once.
Nearly did it. We walked in, didn't we?
Louis told us everything.
We had a look around,
We didn't need to go in, actually, because Louis knew it all. He's quite hot on American history.
Yes.
He nearly thought about doing it as a degree at one point, didn't he?
Yeah, he did
spoke
actually,
about it.
Yeah.
But we didn't go in. We were about to do it, but I think it was during Mickey's Not So Scary, and we were waiting for the parade, and I think we just missed the showing or the viewing of it, because I think it's like... well,
it's however often it is, isn't it? It's one of those.
And it was going to be, then we would miss the parade. So we ended up, obviously, going to watch the parade instead. So we came close to watching it once, but I'd really like to.
You'd like to, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. And that also leads us on to Voices of Liberty in Epcot.
Yep.
Really would love to do that.
That is one we'd like to see, actually. So we've never seen it, have we?
I've seen it in videos.
Yeah, as I was going to say, because I thought we had seen it and witnessed it, and
I think Mum and Andy would really enjoy that as well. My mum and her
it's done all
husband.
Years round, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing them vlogs about Christmas time when they do the Christmas, and that must be really nice towards the Christmas time when the sort of decorations are up, and that must be kind of quite a nice.
I can imagine it feeling quite emotional.
Yeah. So that's one there. What else is done? The next one down says merry-go-round.
We've never done that, have we?
Now, was it actually called merry-go-round, or is it called
the carousel? The
carousel. Now, there's history about the carousel, isn't there?
In Magic Kingdom.
In Magic Kingdom. Now, is it the Magic Kingdom one, or is it one that's in California? Something to do with the actual horses.
Yes,
I think the carvings. It's something that we'll have to share that one, because I remember reading a post about that, about where they originally came from.
Yeah, I think that is the one
because it's got history, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's the one in Magic Kingdom, but we've never done the carousel.
It's silly, isn't it? Because there's never a queue for it.
Carousel, isn't it?
I think so, yeah, or something. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The one behind the castle.
Behind the castle, yeah.
Yeah, we've yet to ride on it. I don't even have the urge to do it, but I feel because we haven't, we should.
We're not. I'm not a kind of merry-go-round carousel type of thing that I don't really
I find
enjoy
it a little bit
them.
Scary, actually.
It's quite spooky.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. There's a spookiness to it.
Next on the list, you've got pavilions.
Yeah, there's a lot of the pavilions in World Showcase.
Oh, okay.
In
So we're talking about Epcot here, yeah.
That we've never properly ventured into. There's lots of them with the little shows, like the videos and that, aren't there?
Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
Yep.
I think China has one. Does Norway have one as well?
I don't know.
But there's lots of them. We wander through, but we've never properly taken our time and gone through them.
Would you say we kind of stick to our favourites a little bit? Because
I think we skim the surface with a lot of things.
Mexico we'll quite often go in, and maybe also because there's the three Caballeros.
We love Mexico.
So we'll always go in, always have a look around. and things like that. But some of the areas we don't, like Canada. We probably spent the most time in Canada on our last trip when we just did have a wander around because we didn't even
know there was a waterfall out the back there. We've never
so
seen it
we've
before.
never actually even seen that before.
Japan's somewhere we always spend a lot of time.
Yep, Japan we do. Germany. I'm trying to think. There's another one we did a couple of years when starting round on the France side. That we did stop at Morocco, I believe, once.
We like Morocco. Haven't been in there for ages.
We did it one year, Morocco and Italy. I remember because I remember going round and actually spending time looking in more detail. But I think we just did those two, wasn't it? Really.
It's like last time we were there. I noticed there's a sing along with Belle in France. Is that new?
Okay.
I've never noticed that before. I think sometimes you almost like walk around with your eyes closed. You kind of like. You're so used to seeing things, but you don't actually see things. But
do you think sometimes as well, when we've been there, walking around the pavilions, around World Showcase, it's been so hot
and busy
that it's one of those factors you are walking for a purpose.
But also, I think you're caught up with a crowd, so you're like walking along. I find especially being really short as well, this is one of the problems I have, is when there's a lot of people, I'm so much shorter than everyone else. All I see is bums and backs of people, and I don't see above that.
You see their bums, they must be really tall.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
I'm just looking at the backs of people. I don't see over people. You get hit with people's bags all the time.
Lisa's really a nightmare to go into a shop with because you cannot see where she is. She goes off, 1 minute she's there and then she's gone, and then trying to find her, you have to walk past every single aisle to try and look down to try and find her. Having ears on does help.
Yeah, that's true, and stilts. But no, so sometimes I find that quite difficult.
So it's a bit of pavilion, but I think maybe what we'll do with that one is just like see what happens and just try and go on.
I was going to say, do you know what else we've never done?
What's that?
The live music in England, in the
Canada.
UK,
Well,
and
Canada.
Canada.
We have. We stopped.
Oh, years and years ago when the kids were really little.
We have with Canada.
Yeah, I've forgotten about that. But it was possibly, 10 years ago?
Even longer than that, I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's very
probably
true,
actually. Probably maybe our first trip we stopped.
Maybe.
But yeah, so no, in England we haven't really,
well.
have we? Because there is music there.
I'd quite like to have a drink in the pub in the UK as well. Never done that before.
Yeah, no, we haven't actually.
No. There's loads of the restaurants around there. Again, we just always eat in our favourite places.
Yeah, we always tend to go. But then, is that also because we have been, when we've been there with the kids?
That's true.
I'm not saying we're tied to that, but it's a case of when you do want to eat, you want to make sure everyone is happy with what they're eating. So kind of our choices are maybe a little bit more.
That's true.
We can maybe go to different places now.
I'd really love to eat in the French restaurant one day.
You've always wanted to do that, and we
will.
We will. It does look nice actually.
Yeah, maybe next year.
And also Mexico. Was it Mexico? Or was it the one? Is it the one that's by the water?
What?
The outside one.
Yeah, that's a quick serve actually.
Is that a quick serve?
Never eaten that.
Okay, no.
Yeah. Right, another one on our list is, we did it when it was in Hollywood Studios, and that's the animation class.
Yes.
You know, when you draw, but it's in Animal Kingdom now.
Yep.
Near the affection section where you get the little train, Rafiki's Planet Watch. So I would really like to do that this time. I think that would be fun with the family as well. I'd like to do that.
Just trying to think, did we draw Jack Skellington? If I get that right. Who did we draw when we went? Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Did we? I don't know. We've done it a couple of times.
Must have been
past.
Halloween time we went before. So I'm sure it was.
I bet that was the last time then, probably 2014.
Yeah. That was in
Aww.
Hollywood Studios, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was good actually.
Yeah, I'd like to do that again.
You've got down here Frozen and Belle sing along. You've already spoken about the Belle one.
Yeah.
So is the Frozen sing along? We've never seen that either, have we?
In Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd really like to do that.
We've never done any of that. I mean, you've also got shows written down here as well. I'm just
so
thinking
many shows that we haven't done since our first trip in 2007, the Nemo show in Animal Kingdom. We've only been to the Lion King show once.
Okay, yeah. That was a recent trip.
2017.
Yes.
That was.
Say recent.
We've not seen the Belle show in.
Maybe we should.
Hollywood Studios since 2007.
Maybe we shouldn't do Tiki Room and do one of the others.
Yeah, but Tiki Room's just easy. You just rock
Tiki
up,
Room's weird.
taking your Dole Whip and.
What are people's opinions of Tiki Room?
Actually, you were like, you can take your drink. Can you take your drinks? Yeah, I think you can in that one. You can't in Country Bears.
Country Bear, no.
Yeah, I remember watching a family. There was an announcement to say no drinks or food allowed, and this family had just bought their big Dole Whips, and you could see them quickly trying to drink them. You can't obviously drink.
They could have gone and waited for the next one, couldn't
I
they?
just felt sorry for
yeah,
them
I
because
know what
they've
you
been
mean.
to them.
I know what you mean. But just talking about Tiki Room, who is a fan of the Tiki Room? I know it's a classic.
I like it.
And it's
It's so weird. You can't not like it.
It is just bizarre, isn't it, for me? I mean, yes, we do it, but I think maybe should we do something else? No, we do that one as well. I'm sure we will.
It's always a good aircon stop as well, isn't it?
Exactly. So yeah, we talk about shows. Another one down here, rides. Rides that we haven't done for a long time. Now there's a couple I'm going to talk about. You've got one written down, and then another one I want to talk about as well. First one you got written down is Slinky Dog. We actually rode that, didn't we? Was it her Toy Story Land just
I think it was
opened?
quite new.
It was quite
we had
new.
a fast pass.
Had a fast pass, went on Slinky, and we haven't managed to be on it since.
2017 that was.
Yeah, we did. We haven't been on it on our trips this year.
It was always down whenever we had a Genie Plus for it.
Yeah, and closest we came was this year. We almost went on it, but it rained, and then the next time it was down due to a technical fault. So we still yet to do that since 2017.
That would be fun. I do love that ride.
And there's another ride.
I don't know what you're going to say.
Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. How many times have we done that?
I think maybe twice.
Twice. No, I totally get it. It's a lovely family ride. I can't remember what were Louis' words when we first wrote. This was quite some time ago.
It just opened. It was new. We had a fast pass for it. The kids were obviously quite young, and there was this, people were queuing like hours for it, and we were literally, it took us 2 minutes from join the fast pass queue and get on, and when we got off the ride, Louis said that was 2 minutes too long
to wait.
He was a young teenager.
He was a young teenager, so yeah.
We'll let him off.
But it's a cute ride. I totally get it.
Do you know, I'm looking forward to riding it with my mum.
Yeah, no, I am. But I think since then, it's because of the queues, we've never bothered to queue again. It's always a busy ride, so it's not because we haven't wanted to do it.
We rode it one time. It was dusk and it was so pretty. I remember that, just seeing the castle. It looked beautiful.
So I think because it's that kind of that introductory coaster for little kids kind of thing.
Or also for those that aren't a big fan of
coasters. So I totally get it, and it is really sweet. We really do love it, but I'm not going to queue. And also when we had fast passes, it was there were other rides that we would choose to want to use fast passes for.
Just do the 3 mountains.
Exactly.
I am wondering whether or not we'll get my mum's husband on that. He doesn't do rides, and I'm wondering if we could do a couple of rides with him. He's only been to one theme park once. We took him to Chessington.
He's been to Alton Towers.
No, he hasn't. They always go without him. He doesn't ride.
Did Andy not come to Alton Towers when we went with?
Just Mum.
Was it just your mum?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm wondering if we can get him on things like Pirates, Haunted Mansion, It's a Small World, and we sort of like start him gradually. I would love to say we'll get him on Splash. We got him on the log
flume in Chessington, didn't we?
Yeah, we told him there were no drops, and he wasn't impressed, was he? But I've told him with Splash, I just know Mum would love it.
I think there are some things that he will enjoy, things like Test Track.
Yes.
And also we said...
I'm going to try and get him on Soaring, I think, and
possibly the only other one is going to be Dinosaur.
Yes, well he likes
off-roading and things like that, and driving. So
he's done like driving experiences that Mum's done.
So I'm actually thinking Dinosaur might not be a bad one, because it's kind of like it throws you around a little bit, but that might not be a bad one, because it's not like a coaster, is it? So it's a ride.
And you described it to him that it's like being in a 4x4 type thing, that kind of experience. So that was a good way to put it. So I'm wondering if we can then work our way towards. I'm not going to even try like Big Thunder Mountain or anything, but I'm thinking we could possibly try and get him on Snow White.
Yes.
And what other rides then were you going to say?
Well, that was the one really. It was it was the Seven Dwarfs. Yeah, as I said, I do like it. It's just the fact we wouldn't queue if the queues are long for it. So
let somebody else have our spot that really wants to ride it.
Exactly. Just trying to think of any of the other rides really that we do. You've liked the Astro Orbiter before.
Didn't like it in France.
You didn't like it in France, I know that.
Scared me so much. I've never been so scared on a ride.
You thought you were going to fall out, didn't you?
I really did, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to do Astro Orbiter on my own. I'd want to sit between your legs.
Okay.
You just feel quite high up.
Yeah. You are quite high up because having to get up the lift first of all and then out. So
yeah, but I'd like to do it at night time. I think the
that'd
views
be
would be
quite
really
cool.
nice. I think as well with the rides, you get a completely different experience at night. So Aladdin's Carpet is just so lovely at night time, looking out over the park.
I think any of them, even if you think of things like People Mover, it's just nice
love
going
the
around the
People
park.
Mover.
That whole
Makes me feel warm and fuzzy.
Tomorrowland is just a nice area, especially at night time. As you said, it's a whole different feel around there. So
I'm getting so excited.
I think in regards to attractions, you've also got that written down there as well that you wanted to see.
Yeehaw Bob.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go and see Yeehaw Bob. We probably won't even get around to it, but he's on the itinerary twice in October. I really want to go and see him. He plays like piano and does singing over in the French Orleans.
Port Orleans.
Yeah.
The French Quarter.
No, I think it's in Riverside, actually.
Riverside, okay.
Yeah, I think so. I just really want to go and see him. He's been there for 20 odd years. Bit of a Disney legend.
Yeah, that kind of thing. We if you think about it, on trips we've done in the past, it automatically thinks of Disneyland when we sat and had our beignets there, which is round by, I don't know what area it is, New Orleans area. You got Splash Mountain nearby. We sat there.
There was live music
and there was live music playing, and actually people, they weren't cast members, people actually got up and danced. But they were proper dancers as well,
really
and it was really cool actually. So I think just enjoying those moments, just when they seem to happen, is so
I'd really like
nice.
to go and see Bob.
Yeah,
Bob.
So
Food.
Oh,
I feel really hungry now.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Do you know who inspires most of my food for the trip lately? Hannah. Hannah and Andy.
Yeah.
She's amazing to follow on Instagram with all, do you know, the way she dresses, the way she poses for photos. She's just very inspirational and she finds the best food. There was, she shared in her stories, she must get so fed up with my messages saying, where's that? It's a chicken buffalo sandwich.
Okay, I thought you were going to talk about the fries.
I'll do the fries in a moment. With fries, it comes with fries, and you dip your sandwich
into
in the buffalo sauce.
Is it buffalo Is it buffalo cheese or
buffalo chicken?
Oh, buffalo chicken. Sorry.
And it's,
cheese one's a different one, then, is it?
Yeah,
okay.
It's in ABC Commissionery in Hollywood Studios. We've never eaten in there before.
Nope.
And she says it's one of the best things she's had. So I really would. That's high on my list in Hollywood Studios. But she's always eating the loaded fries on Boardwalk in the little to-go kiosk.
Yeah, and I think we experienced the loaded fries the first time in June when we were staying there.
Good, weren't they?
And they were really good. I think you had the chili fries, didn't you?
Chili
I had
cheese.
the bacon and cheese.
They are pricey for a portion of fries. They're about, my tummy's rumbling, can you hear
Yeah,
it?
I can, yeah.
They're about 12, depending on what you go for, between sort of like 11, 12 and sort of $14, $15, which for a portion of fries is quite a lot.
But then when you had your chili on it, it is like...
I was going to say, they were massive. We should have shared one.
Yeah.
Because we both left. Did you leave a lot, actually? Because mine didn't look like I touched it.
I think I ate all mine.
Did you really?
Unbelievably.
You did well.
I don't know how I did it, but they
were
were
good,
really
though.
big. I actually feel what we'd like to do with things like that, it's nice to maybe, if we were maybe either on our way out or on our way back from somewhere, it's almost like you can have a snack and then have another snack and share it. So, but they were really big portions, weren't they?
But Hannah recommends the Parmesan and garlic, and I think that's going to be our first meal of the trip. That's what I really want. She says they're the best. But they have like pulled pork, loaded fries. She's had the buffalo chicken ones. They said they weren't that hot, and then the next clip they were filming and they were like sweating and all that. They were really hot. But there's just, and they change them as well. You get different ones at different times.
Yeah, and I think this is the thing around the parks and also the resorts. There are plenty of choices of different things to eat. I mean, we love...
And they change options up quite a lot as
well.
Yeah,
we love the sandwiches in Grand Floridian in the Gasparillas. The sandwich is so nice. And again, it's so huge. But it's just on lovely bread, the meat
really
inside,
fresh.
the salad. It's just like what a proper, decent sort of sandwich kind of thing. So there's plenty of different places going in. We just enjoy starting to try different places. So I see you talking about the loaded fries. You've also got a few other things there written about food. Are you going to say the next one, or?
Well, I was going to say, because it isn't just a 2-minute walk down, the ice cream on Boardwalk, and that was the strawberry shortcake I had last time. I didn't vlog it. I think that was when I was having problems with the camera. It was so good. I don't even like ice cream, and I loved it.
Yeah, the ice cream there is really... I know it's now no longer...
Ample Hills.
Ample Hills, but it's... I can't remember the name. It's just the ice cream parlour there now. So, but it's really nice. I can't remember what I had now, but I know I went... Again, maybe this is a little bit too greedy.
Did you go with like a Snickersy type thing?
Well, it was always like a peanut
butter.
buttery type of thing, and they didn't have exact. But that, I think it's a caramel and something. I think caramel and either nut or whatever. But I had a cup, and I think to get 2 scoops was so much. I think to get an extra scoop, it was only like another $1.50 or $2. So I thought I'll go for the 3. But then I thought I really shouldn't have done that because it was actually it was huge. Again, it could be perfect to share. I mean, I finished it. It was ice cream, but it could have been shared. But have a look at things like that, because sometimes when you do go for the larger ones, it might work out, if you want to share between you, a bit of a better option.
That's a good idea.
And obviously you don't have to have the same flavour, you can mix.
Have you got anything else on your foodie bucket list?
Yes.
Go on.
Jalapeno poppers.
Oh, of course! Somebody's told us, she's recommended us to go to...
Ooh, where was it?
Arby's. Apparently they do their own version, and they're really, really good and much cheaper than Disney. And I've seen that Walmart do them as well.
Yes.
In the to-go bit, because we want to, on the evening when we go to the villa, we're going to go and do our Walmart shop, and I've put Walmart dinner that night, so we're just going to pick up food to go. Hot chicken, wedges, jalapeno poppers. Definitely. And we're just going to bring a feast back to the villa on our first villa evening.
So any people that don't know in regards to what we're talking about, the jalapeno poppers, when we went in June, we'd seen these on the menu in one of the kiosks in Magic Kingdom.
I think you saw it on Instagram.
Saw it on Instagram. I can't remember who it was actually had them, but I saw it and I thought I really like the sound of that. And it was one of those I must try that, and I'm so pleased I did. It was so nice, and since then I've just got this almost craving to want to eat the jalapeno poppers. Nice.
I've also got, now there's the chicken waffle sandwich in Sleepy Hollow in Magic Kingdom. I've been meaning to try that for ages, because we always end up with the sweet ones, but I really want to go and have chicken and waffles in the Wilderness Lodge in the quick serve there, the Roaring Fork, and they do Mickey waffles as well.
We still haven't eaten there, have we, in the Roaring Fork?
We've had to go before and sat outside. Yeah, I remember one time.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
we've always gone Geyser Point, haven't we, when we've been over there? So
I'm so hungry.
You keep saying.
I know, I'm really hungry.
We're talking about food as well.
I know. Have you got any other food on your... Oh, I tell you what we have got on our list. Oh, there's 2 things I've just reminded myself of. The Dole Whip flight in Disney Springs. It's a little mini, 3 little flights of Dole Whips, and they're $6.50.
And also the food and wine.
We've got a few things on
there. There's a few things on the list there. And now, if you do follow us, you'll know that we do love cheese. So there's actually quite a few selection of different cheese type. There's some desserts as well, aren't there? Because like cheese, there's cheesecake as well. But there's a selection there that if you, is it 5 you need to eat? You get
a free cheesecake and little glass.
And what's it called? The challenge?
Emily's Fromage Montage.
Yes, so you probably may have seen on some people's other stories or on YouTube if you watch the fact, if you get these 5, you get this cheesecake.
It's a strawberry one.
Strawberry cheesecake and a lot of souvenir glass
really
or
cute.
Something like that with it, so yeah.
Should we try and do 2?
Yeah.
Apparently, I keep hearing, it wasn't on my list, but I keep hearing everyone's saying that the deep fried paneer cheese with mango chutney is amazing.
Is that the one that Jade?
Yeah, I've heard loads of people say
Remember Jade? So was that the one that Jade, it was so nice
That was the Brazilian cheese
was that
bread.
The Brazilian
she went
cheese
back
bread
for seconds. Yeah, so that's on my list as well. We've got a few things. Yeah, I've been watching lots of videos about them.
Yeah, food-wise, I mean, I think they're the bucket. Other things, obviously, we do want to get.
Do you know what else is in Epcot that I really fancy? A key lime mimosa.
Oh, you said about that, yeah.
I really fancy that. That would be quite nice.
I can't think anything more bucket list item. I'm sure there's plenty that we do want to eat while we're there. But I think they're the kind of things you'll probably find we'll come back and we haven't had any of it.
Oh, don't say that. I hope so.
No, or we forget to record it or something like that. No, I think there's certain things, again, it's important, at least said before, about maybe having a list. I think we're going to need to have a list with us.
Yeah.
Because we'll get there and then we'll maybe leave the park that day and we thought, oh, we should have got that. And we've forgotten, so.
Shopping. Should we go on to shopping?
Yes.
You're the king of shopping. Go on, you go first.
Yeah, but in what way though?
You love shopping.
I do love shopping. Haven't actually seen anything that we really want to get, apart from if we do see any of the Starbucks 50th mugs. That's the park mugs. Started to see them in the parks. They seem to be kind of coming in and out a little bit. Obviously there's one for every park, so...
Are you planning on all 4?
Yes,
Are you?
if I see them. We'll start off just with one for each of us, and we'll see how we go.
Please, not more than one.
No.
We don't have room.
I know
as
we
lovely
don't. You've
as
got
they
so
are.
many mugs. She blames me for the mugs. It's not me that actually ends up buying them.
You're so bad. You really are.
Me?
You're in denial.
You're the one that gets mugs. Well, we both do.
And we wanted the mugs from the Riviera.
Actually, I need to say something about it, because Orange Bird mug.
Yeah.
We were going to get one mug.
Yeah, and then you made me buy a
No,
second.
you were pretending what it would be like to drink out of, and you thought it'd be quite nice, so you got a second one.
You made me.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. I am glad we've got 2.
Yeah.
The Riviera does
Yeah,
a nice
Riviera.
mug.
Yeah,
We've
Riviera.
got-
We saw those when we went there, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah. Shopping wise, there's not actually too much else.
No, I mean, if
I'm sure there will be when we're there, but-
if I happen to see a t-shirt or something like that, or a sweatshirt,
You've got birthday money to spend.
yeah, but I'm not kind of. There's nothing I've seen. There looks like there's some more 50th that has been released that looks different from when we were there in June.
Okay.
So it's just, we'll have a look. I'm at the point now where if I see something I thought, oh, I like that, I'm going to maybe possibly get it, but I'm not desperate to say I must get this. I think the only other thing as well is pins. Those that you see, I do like buying a pin, but I'm not planning on actually really getting many pins this
Ooh.
trip, because I did get some 50th ones last trip. The
Riviera,
only thing I
yeah.
will get, I now tend to try and curb the pin habit, because it can get quite pricey, is the fact that when we stay at a resort, I do like to try and get a resort pin. I was recently watching Georgia's video, and I think she came back with quite a few pins,
Did
should we
she?
say? Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
So I'm not. So just if you want to see, I'm nothing like that.
You're trying to make me feel better about it.
Yeah. So now there's one pin I really do want to get. If I do see something, I think, yeah, that looks really cool, I might think about it. But no, just the one pin for Riviera.
The other thing that's on our bucket list is I really want Mum to see real Florida. So we're hoping to try and get out and just see something other than parks. We also are really hoping to see some wildlife. I'm really hoping Mum sees some gators, raccoons. Obviously you just can't plan these things, they just kind of happen. That'd be really nice. And we are thinking about going to the Titanic experience in Orlando. It's a place I've always wanted to, no, I haven't always wanted to go to, but I've been quite keen to go for the last few years. Love that kind of thing, and Mum really loves the history of the Titanic, so I thought that would be something different that we haven't done before.
Yeah.
So we may well do that. But that's about it really, isn't it?
Only thing we haven't talked about is what we'd maybe like to bring back food-wise, well, not food-wise, but some of our snacks. We got it on there, but we haven't spoken about it.
Where? Oh yeah, second item, go on.
Second item, beer nuts.
We've got a thing about beer nuts.
Beer nuts,
It's
spray...
like a trail mix.
Yeah, beer nuts, spray cheese, and caramel and pretzel, not combined, but caramel M&Ms and pretzel M&Ms.
And hopefully the peppermint bark Ghirardellis will be out.
Yes, because it should be the right time of year.
Fingers crossed, we might just catch them.
Yeah.
And I'd love to get some pumpkin pie spice mix
Oh,
as
okay,
well. Because that's a bit more of a seasonal thing, and I haven't been able to get that the last couple of times.
Yeah,
I'm on my last one.
Yeah, we kind of slimmed down what we do bring back, so I think those things there, the beer nuts, say spray cheese and M&Ms, are really the only 3 items now that we...
And wax melts.
And wax melts. If you think about it, we used to bring back, it was beef jerky.
Yeah, loads of that.
All the different, well, not all the different, a lot of different varieties of the M&Ms and other bits and pieces. Whereas now we kind of keep it quite simple, don't we?
Yeah. But that's it. I hope you've enjoyed our bucket list. Let us know what's on your bucket list. Have we got any items on ours that would be on yours as well? Or are there anything, suggestions of food, things to do at Disney that we haven't suggested that you think we should do?
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much, and do head over to our Instagram to follow along with us as well.
And if you don't already, please subscribe. Click that notification bell as well, and you'll be notified of each of our videos that are going to come up.
Thank you so much, and we'll see
Thank
you in the
you.
next video.
Bye.
Bye.